Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in to our show. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you are watching for the first time. If you've been following the channel and you are not yet subscribed, you are outside this family. Please join us so that we can grow together. Don't forget to click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we release a video. You will be the first person to be notified. If you love our show, please subscribe and click the notification bell. Ladies and gentlemen, for sometimes now, the Trans Nzoia governor, George Natembeya, has been on a rampage spree. He's been making a lot of noise about the leadership in Western Kenya. It has been questioning the importance of Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, especially now that Moses is saying that he's the third in command. According to the constitution, if the president is not around and the deputy is also not available, then Wetangula is in charge of the country. And Musalia Mudavadi is the one who's coordinating all the government ministries, at least on paper. Because according to the constitution, Wetangula is the third in command. According to the policies that William Ruto placed here and there, Musalia Mudavadi is like a prime minister. But George Natembeya has been asking one question. What is the significance of these two leaders? Do they add a value to the sons of Mulembe, sons and daughters of Mulembe? Because when you are close to power, people need to see the fair share of the national cake, especially now that the deputy president is telling people without blinking that this is a government of shareholders. Wale walipanda ni saa ya kuvuna. Let me ask you, in terms of revenue allocation, in terms of appointments into the ministries, how many cabinet secretaries from Western do we have? Apart from Nahumicha, I don't know. But someone is coming here to concur, without a shadow of doubt, trying to concur with George Natembeya. Apparently, there's a document that was released about the allocation of money to several constituencies on road maintenance. And one person has taken a fair share, the lion's share of the money that has been allocated for road maintenance. And this is none other than the vocal Kikuyu member of parliament, who is also the majority in the National Assembly. And I want us to look at this document. If you look at the document, in the first allocation, the one in yellow, total allocation to Kikuyu constituency is 1.4 billion, and it is said it is equivalent to about 94% of the Kiambu County shares of 1.5 billion 800 million. Out of the 1.5 billion, 1.4 has gone to Kikuyu constituency. Remember, Kikuyu constituency is situated within Kiambu County. And Kikuyu alone has taken this. And I wonder whether they have gotten, their roads have been maintained. But Caleb Hamisi is raising a question. He's the member of parliament for Saboti. And this is what he's saying. And Caleb Hamisi is asking a question. This is what he's saying. Kikuyu constituency alone has received 1.4 billion Kenya shillings for road maintenance, while the entire western region, comprising of 5 counties and 39 constituencies, has only 50 million Kenya shillings inside Kakamega State Lodge. At Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, between the two of you and Kimani Ichung'wah, who is number 3 in the Ruto government? That is the question he's asking. Just like I said, the bragging right of being number 3 in government should come with goodies, should come with benefits. You know, when the governor Natembea was making noise, I thought he was playing politics. I thought maybe he just wanted to capture the attention of people. He just wanted to maybe to get his moment to be re-elected as a governor and maybe see how he can be on the table of negotiations. But now I'm realizing that maybe he was right. Because for you to be number two, you should be on the table where people are making these decisions. We have a government that really does not follow the constitution because our constitution demands that because all of us are taxpayers, we qualify to be shareholders. And as much now, we need to get a fair share of the national cake based on the fact that we all pay taxes. But we have a government that is dealing in Moi style. Kujeni State House to Pange. They believe in leading a delegation to State House, and you take a whole 30 minutes or 1 hour praising the president and the deputy president. After that, they find some allocation to your constituency or to your county, which is something that is really outdated. These are old politics, which we should not have. But that is it. That is the kind of politics that they play. Now, based on that, we expect Moses Wetangula, who is bragging that is the one who gave William Ruto the 200,000 votes that was the difference between Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, seeing such kind of things that Kikuyu constituency alone has got all this much, then it raises eyebrows. You know, we need a country where the situation where a winner takes it all is the disease that has ailed this country for so long. That's why the people go to streets to fight. That is why presidency is so prestigious, because once you are there, you've got all the eggs in your basket, and you wait for people who shower you with praises, and you take one egg and dish it out. If someone tries to criticize you a bit, you now curtail the eggs that you've been giving, and it is very bad. It is very, very bad. What about the other regions? Leave alone Caleb Hamisi, who is now talking about, one constituency. And I saw Gathoni Mushomba also mentioning the constituencies that have been deprived, because in the whole of Kiambu County, out of the 1.5 billion 800 million shillings, Kimani Chunga alone has gotten 1.4. That means that he has taken more than what he should have. And what kind who is allocating these? I'm just wondering. By the time someone sits down and Kimani is given all this, who is responsible? Can someone educate me here? And does Kimani Chungwa has got that heart? Because personally, I would not amass all that wealth or all that kind of money, yet when I know that there are other, like Kiambu constituency is just Kikuyu dominated, Kiambu County. And so maybe, even in terms of tribalism, the whole of Kiambu is 90% of Kikuyu. So why would Kimani Chungwa deprive his fellow, constituent, this kind of money and take the lion's share? What about the other constituencies? I mean, this is just wrong. Wetangula and Mudavadi are flower girls in Ruto government. They have been given a name, and that is all. The national speaker, chief cabinet secretary, but the benefits are not trickling down to the sons of Mulembe. This is an evidence, because now Caleb is asking who is number 3 in terms of revenue allocation, in terms of who sits on the table and determines which one goes where. I wonder when we will leave this kind of politics, that when you are close to the powers that be, then you take everything. But out of this money that has been given to Kimani Chungwa, can someone confirm to me, if you are coming from Kikuyu constituency, do they get the value for this money? Has it gone to construction and maintenance of those roads? Because from where I sit, I want to imagine that there is no any bad roads. There are no potholes in the whole of Kikuyu constituency. Otherwise, we would start asking where this money is going, and the EACC Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission must be very ready to start following this. And I wonder whether they can do that. And this is the reason why Kimani Ichung'wah is defending William Ruto. The other question I want to ask is, what about the rebels, the ODM rebels who went to UDA ostensibly to get development? If the insiders are crying, in Kiambu alone, Kimani Ichung'wah is getting all the money for himself. What about outsiders, people like Jalango and Elisha and all those people went? Will they be given anything? Watoto wa baba ndio wanapigana huko peke yao. Wewe mgeni utakuja kupigana nao. Mwingine anachukua chakula chote, vyakula anaenda navyo, and it's funny. I don't think these rebels will get any kind of allocation, because already wale ambao those who feel entitled are going away with everything. Who is number 3? I still want to ask. And now I agree fully with George Natembeya that you can be in a government just by name, just a title, but you don't feel the power. The only thing that they have, the chase cars, security and secretariat, and the privileges, but these positions don't help wananchi. And this is not only directed to Mudavadi and Wetangula. All the other people who are in this government. Let me talk of maybe the Speaker of the Senate. Does he have any benefits trickling to his constituents? I don't know. It really bothers me that we still play this kind of politics, but it's because William Ruto really worked under the former president Moi, and he still wants to revive the kind of old politics that they played. Rigathi Gachagua was a dio. They believed in a yes sir when Kanu was chama cha baba na mama. This is very sad. They have been exposed, and this should be discussed. I wonder what the other constituents have gotten. I wish I see that whole document, but this is very sad. This is my take.